What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Synthetix. Synthetix is a heavily backed crypto. It's been spoken about by some of the biggest investing names in the space. I want to take a look at what this can do in terms of price, which should have some pretty damn good gains, and I'll cover exactly why in this video. But before I get into that, guys, if you are new to this channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos on. In those videos, I was saying, I'm buying these coins. Now, had you put in $100 into these coins when I released the videos, you can see the prices at recording. You can see the highs that they hit in 2021. If you'd bought them for $100 and then when I recorded and sold them in the bull cycle, like I did and my followers did, $100 into each, a $2,600 investment would have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Pretty good. Now, like I said, I sold these in 2021. They're not what I own. But if you do want to see the coins that I own, the ones that I've been buying up in this bear cycle, the ones that I think are big winners, then go over to Copy My Crypto and read that site. Take about 10 minutes. Everything on the site is all public record. So you can literally go through the old YouTube videos and verify every single thing that you read. Like I say, public record. Guys, if you are in the crypto space, you know there are gains to be had, but you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the interest. So, you might not be interested enough to go and read white papers. Then Copy My Crypto could be for you. Obviously, I deep dive these markets every day. And the coins that I'm in, I've done all my research, and that's why I'm in them. So it cuts out all the work for you. You can literally copy along. It is why so many of the members have joined. If that sounds good to you, like I say, go read the site. Remember this, and remember everything you can verify on the channel. There is no obligation to buy, so you don't have to buy, but go read it. If you haven't read it yet, that's the least thing. That's like the bare minimum that you should do. So go check it out, guys. So Synthetix, currently $2.68. So we've seen a lot of big names talking about Synthetix over the past few years. You can see that it's in the majority of portfolios of big VCs out there. Coinbase, obviously 3 Arrow Capital's dead. Alameda dead. But Defiance, Frameworks, Parify, Paradigm, Spartan Group. And its key premise effectively is that we can get not only derivatives liquidity protocol, which is effectively the opportunity to create synthetic assets, but you can bring those synthetic assets onto the blockchain. Now, that's actually where the next evolution of DeFi should be. We've not seen this real-world asset tokenization grow. And there's actually an article here on Cointelegraph about this, and it talks about the next generation of securities and asset tokenization has been held back by lack of infrastructure and regulatory standards worldwide, according to BlackRock's Larry Fink. And BlackRock have come out multiple times and said actually the biggest thing that they are looking at in the crypto space right now is asset tokenization. Because fundamentally, what does it do? If all of a sudden synthetic stocks are brought onto the blockchain, or synthetic stocks, let's just stick with synthetic stocks. What does it mean? It means all of a sudden trading hours are 24 hours a day. You could argue that could be the next evolution of traditional finance. Now, it's a big ask, because fundamentally it's got to be that everything falls into line. It's got to be regulation falls into line. It's got to be that all the companies are okay with this. There's so many variables, but it is the next evolution in DeFi. And Synthetix already has synthetic euro, synthetic Indian rupee, synthetic dollar. On its layer 2, on its layer 1, it's already got the same 3 plus the yen the Australian dollar, the British pound, the Swiss franc, and the South Korean won. So they've got all their synthetic currencies. Now, I suppose the next thing would be synthetic stocks, which again, there are a lot of variables here, because you do have to make, like, the company would have to be to some degree okay with it, the stock exchanges, the regulation. There's so many variables, but BlackRock, biggest investors in the world, biggest investing company in the world, firmly believe it's the next step. They are looking at, and they've said multiple times, they're looking at adding positions and getting into the cryptos that can provide the infrastructure for real world assets. And Synthetix could be that. We've seen Tika Tuari talking about Synthetix multiple times. He's like, this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. And he sees the similar perspective as BlackRock and everyone else. Fundamentally, introducing real world asset tokenization is the blockchain equivalent of how traditional finance markets developed. It's the natural next evolution in decentralized finance. So it's just, there's a lot that is required to happen. Firstly, regulatory clarity is going to be so necessary. Then it's going to be the coordination of like a major crypto. It could be Synthetix, could be another one, with either stock exchanges, with companies that hold stocks. There's a lot of logistics here to get stuff up and running, but whether that takes a year, whether that takes 2 years, whether that takes 10 years, I do believe it will happen. So then, whichever crypto is at the forefront of that, and Synthetix arguably is going to be one of those, should do very, very well. Now, this could run back up to $20, I think, relatively easily. We can see a lot of the volumes knocking around that $20 region. And then when we look at, circulating supply, if it's $20, that puts it at a market cap of 5 billion. Yeah, that's high, but it's not actually that high. Yeah, Synthetix for me, I think $20 is pretty achievable, particularly as we start seeing the evolution of real world asset tokenization. And as an example, the Big Four firm PwC predicts global assets under management to reach 145.4 trillion by 2025. A massive market expected to welcome more investors and thus improve assets liquidity through tokenization. Because tokenization is a path to fractionalization, where multiple people can own a portion of an asset. Yeah, Polygon is one of the players trying to work on this. There's plenty of them out there, for sure. It's just which one ends up being the front runner. That's the question. I'm not sure Synthetix will be, but it is now on damn near every chain, which is a good sign because it reduces the costs. But Synthetix for me, it's going to be in and around that conversation for a while. But what do you guys think? Do you think it can do more? If real world asset tokenization becomes a massive thing over the next year or two, of course it can do more. If that were to happen, what do you think it could do? Let me know in the comments down below. What price point? And yeah, guys, that's it from me. And if you guys want to see the coins that I've been buying in the bear cycle, coins that I own right now, go over and read copymycrypto.com. Copymycrypto.com is where I share every coin that I own, every one I buy, every one I sell. If you are in the crypto space, you know there's money to be made, but you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the interest to read through white papers, to look at charts every day. Guess what? It's all I do. It's how I've picked the coins I've picked in the past. It's how I've picked the coins that I've picked right now. So if you want to make the gains in crypto without putting in all the work that's required, then Copy My Crypto could be for you. But go read the site and remember that everything you read there you can verify on this channel's history. And yeah, maybe I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.